Hey, I'm going to try to make this quick, but battery life on my camera is getting awful low. But you know, it's probably a real good thing that I've got my my priorities straightened out, you know, or straight as far as my my personal life and my finances. You know, I mean, everything's caught up in line the way it's supposed to be. But my priorities in my RC life, they're not so good. I keep bouncing from project to project to project, and I've got 7 or 8 of them going at the same time. But what I wanted to show you a little bit was the progress on my scratch build Velocity 50 project. You know, like I said, I'm actually building 2 of these right now, just in case one of them crashes. You know, too soon. Then hopefully I can just swap the electronics over to the other one. I just thought it would be easier to build 2 at the same time. That way I'm doing my dimensions by 2, my materials by 2, and that kind of thing. But anyway, so we're kind of talking about the progress so far. This sucker is really looking good. I'm real happy with the way it's turned out so far. It's come out, I mean, you know, just for the airframe, it's come out a little heavier than I thought it would. I haven't actually weighed it, so I don't know what it weighs, but I just thought it'd be a little lighter than this at this point. I don't know. I as far as the weight, it may not be that big a deal. I don't know. As far as the actual kit, the Weston UK Velocity 50 kit, I have no idea what that weighs. I probably ought to look that up and maybe do some comparison. But anyway, it's really looking good. You can see, you know, this is a 3/4 inch insulation foam from my local Lowe's store. Lowe's for the people overseas. Text message. For the people overseas that don't know what Lowe's is, it's just my local home improvement store. It was like $13 for a 4x8 sheet. This is a Dollar Tree foam board here on top with some packing tape on there. Underneath there, I've got I think there are 5 ribs underneath here to give it the airfoil. I think, yeah, you can I think you might be able to see that there on the video. From the leading edge, this is ramped up. I put this on there. It's Gorilla glued back here on top of the ribs, and then here on the front it's just hot glued down to where the leading edge is. And then I marked back 1 inch from the leading edge, and I just cut through the paper, peeled the paper off, and then I just hand sanded that to where it kind of followed the leading edge. That's where it followed the line of the balsa that I put here on the leading edge. But that came out real good. Fuselage is all in place. This here is where my servos will be. I'll get the push rods back to the elevons here real soon. Speed control receiver, 6S battery, all that stuff will go in here. I'm sure there'll be plenty of room. Yeah, I'm real happy with how this has turned out so far. Here I've got a Dr. Mad Thrust. It's a 29mm 2200 kV 6S capable brushless in-runner, and I've got 150 amp speed control, both of them from Hobby King. I was actually talking to a couple months ago. I was talking to my buddy Rupert there in the UK. He's the one that actually suggested this. I told him what it is that I was building, about how big it would be, roughly how much it would weigh, and he suggested this. And from if I remember right what he said, this motor on a 6S battery with like a 7, I think he said a 7.6 or 7.7 prop, he was saying that this thing will go like 180 miles an hour. I don't know if I'm quite ready for all that, so we'll be playing with the throttle curve. You know, we'll adjust the throttle curve down, tame the throttle curve down for the first several flights, get it trimmed out, and just get it to fly around. Then we'll bump up some speed and see what we get out of this beast. But yeah, so there's that. Actually, my servos, the servos that I'm using, they're two Futaba S3010 high torque metal gear servos. When I looked at the Weston UK Velocity 50 page on the internet, no, I was looking at the manual. I was looking at the manual for this. Pictured in the manual are these exact servos, so that's what I bought. I mean, I think they were $24 a piece, but it's what was in the manual, so that's what I went with. So those ought to be good and reliable servos. But man, I tell you, I'm just so happy with the way this thing has come out. I mean, it's really looking. If I get my picture here. Got two of them. This one here, you know, it's a little smaller picture. Came out a little pixely, but that's with the blue on the wing and the red fuselage, which is what I'm doing. And here I've got a little, it's a bigger picture, red on the wing and a blue fuselage. Oops. I don't know, the more and more I got looking at the two pictures, you know, the two color schemes, I really liked the blue on the wing and the red fuselage. I just thought that would look kind of cool. So that's what I ended up doing. When I get my canopy cut out, sanded, shaped, and installed and wrapped, I'm going to, you know, you see on this picture here, it's got the black line that goes up the vertical stabilizer there. Yep, I'm gonna do that on mine. I just haven't done it yet because I want to wait till that canopy is on here, just so I can make sure my lines line up nice and pretty. But yeah, so anyway, I'm trying to keep this video short, and yeah, so we'll just cut it off right here. And appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate everybody asking, you know, hey, how's the Velocity build going? So far, this is what I've got, and I'm working on it as often as my personal life will allow. So thanks for watching, guys.